Hello, witches. How are you? Okay. So now, been doing a series of videos and got interrupted with the civil unrest here in the United States of America. And that's pretty cool. Like, I can actually, that's cool. I got the mirror set up in the back of the camera, which reflects back at the mirror so that I can see an image of myself right here, right now. I can see myself. That's pretty cool. I like that. Anyways, so I had to stop and make my video yesterday about the police brutality. I got interrupted because my camera just died on me. We're talking about a brand new camera. Had charged it up all day long and it just died while I was talking. So you know these spirits really sap a lot of energy up out of your electronic devices. So I guess that's what happened. But look, it's so much going on in America right now. This is a very corrupt place. I don't know what's going on in other countries, but I know this one right here is very corrupt. Don't get me wrong. I realize that we have far more privileges than a few countries. I'm not going to say most because I've never been there. But I have seen footage of people in other countries really suffering. So I'm grateful that I'm not in those type of places. Okay, but at the same time too, it's a lot going on here in America too. It's a lot of poisoning going on to citizens that are not aware, that they're not aware that their food supply and water supply is being doused with pharmaceuticals, arsenic. It's awful. Now, I don't know if other countries are doing that or not, but here, water has been tested and found to have birth control pills in it, psychotropic medications in it, okay? Now, how did that get in there? Well, people say people flushing their medications down the stool, but it's more sinister than that. How did the arsenic get in it? Okay? What's going on right now is it's just a large population of people they want off of the soil of the United States of America. They want you dead. You know, for whatever reason. You know, they say that it is overcrowded and this is something that they have to do. I've just read all kind of feeds. I've talked to all kind of people about the situation. They feel like a lot of people who are here are unproductive and just a waste of space. Okay? And they just want them out. So a lot of this stuff is going on, and it's so crazy. You just don't know if your last meal will be your last meal, so to speak. You don't know what to eat. You don't know what to drink. Now, I'm not trying to make anybody paranoid or anything like that. I'm just bringing about some awareness, some things we need to keep in mind. Now, there is something going on underhanded. That's where I got to. And then all of a sudden, the camera shut off on that last video. I always tell you guys that when you see the propaganda on TV and on social media, that you have to look in another direction. As I said in the video, if they tell you to look to the right, make sure you are looking to the left or behind yourself, because something underhand is going on. I know for sure something is going on, guys, and we need to think about what it is. You know, the police brutality is a distraction for what is really going on at this moment. The Ebola crisis. I haven't heard too much about that anymore. It's just to get everybody hyped and afraid because they're pulling a scheme. we need to try to figure out what that scheme is. I love Dick Gregory, because I can sit down there and listen to him for days, because he's going to give you a message. I love Tariq Nasheed, because these people got knowledge, man. And so, you know, if you'd like to, you need to check them out. And just, you know, if you don't agree, that's one thing. But if you just need the information, the food for thought, just take it anyway. And somewhere down the road on your journey, you may find it, you know, necessary to pull it out and use it. It may come in handy, you know. But, guys, you got to start paying attention to what you're eating and what you're drinking. Now, I need to talk to y'all. As you all know, I am Spiritually Naima. While we at it, visit me on Facebook. I also have a new channel, and I'm sure you all are already subbed to this channel, but please sub to this channel. If not, and you get it somewhere else, you get this channel somewhere else, please come in and sub it and bookmark it, okay? So for those who don't know, once again, I'm a psychic medium. I live here in the South. They call most people like me hoodoo conjurers. They call us two-head doctors, the love doctor. And so my work centers around supernaturalism. Okay? I am very perplexed at this moment when I tell y'all what I got to tell you. Just know that I'm a psychic medium, because a lot of people say, Mama, you know what, you know, we understand you got so many spirits and stuff going in and out your vessels, and sometimes things look kind of crazy. When you talking about them, they look kind of crazy. And I understand that, but bear with me, okay? I'm a medium. And mediums are people who become vessels to the spirits, okay? So people can come in and they can use me to speak to their loved ones. I have a lot of people who call me because they said, Mama, you know what? I need to speak to the dead. I need to speak to my mother who's deceased, or my child who's deceased, or my uncle was mysteriously murdered, and I want to know who murdered him. So they'll come to me. Okay? Listen. I went to Florida, Panama, Florida. Had an okay time. It was alright. You can't really do anything in Florida when it's cold. Not where I was, you know, because it was cold. You all saw me in the water, and look at my eyes. I was under possession, serious possession. And I'm going to tell you why. Look at that video where you see Mama on the beach, and look in my eyes. I was under, once again, some kind of influence of some spirits, and I'm going to tell you who they are. Okay. I went to TGI Fridays. That's the name of it. TGI Fridays. Okay. A lot of people might say, hey girl, you can get sued for this. Well, they can come after me. I'm not a big influence. People are not going to boycott TGI Fridays just because I talk about it. You know, because most of the people who watch me don't even eat in a place like that. No way. They eat fresh meats, fruits, and vegetables. What I should have been doing that particular day. But when you're on the go, you're on the go. So, I order the turkey burger. Why? Because I don't like beef and foods like that. When I ate it, I noticed it had a strange smell and a strange taste. And I know turkey, and turkey does not taste that way. It's kind of white, fleshy meat. I come home. Well, I'm on my way back to Birmingham that very same day, and somebody was doing the driving. I was dozing off to sleep because I'm about 5 hours from the place, and I was dozing off, and then I woke up, and I was up, and I was in shock, and I stayed up because I felt this sensation. Okay. And then I felt this funny feeling, like I was just somebody else. I mean, and not quite in my body or something was in my space or whatever. And I saw a man. He was a fair-skinned African-American male. he had a rash, a red rash right here, and he hadn't had a shave in a while. You can almost see the white stubble. He looked like he was about 55. Guy looked like he's about 300 pounds. You know, big, wide, stocky guy. And like I say, you know, I channel and I see dead. I see the dead. And this man was staring at me. Matter of fact, he was staring at my soul, so to speak. He was seeing something deep within inside of me. So that was over with. I was like, okay. Guy kind of looked like something happened to him. I guess a sickness or something, you know. There was a lady that came, but I cannot remember her detail what she looked like. Okay, so I don't want to just sit here and make anything up because I want to be real with y'all, okay? This real talk here. Then I saw, as soon as I got home, I said, look, let me lay down for a minute, get some sleep, because I could not rest at all after eating this turkey burger, okay? When I needed to sleep, I couldn't. I go to sleep. I wake up, because it usually happens like that. If I sleep for a period of time, then the dead will come to me. I'll wake up, and for 2 or 3 hours, I'm up, and then they'll start coming to me. Or I start channeling. Not necessarily trying, but it's just a natural thing that happens to me. Okay, my body is different from everybody else's, okay? All of a sudden, I saw an African-American little girl. And she was sitting there. Okay? She was sitting there. I don't know what year it was. It could have been the 90s or something like that. I don't know. It could have been 2000. It could have been recent. I am not sure. I couldn't make out how old she was based upon the clothes she had. She had a plaid dress on. Pretty girl. Very, very beautiful little dark-skinned girl with her hair pulled back to the back. And I could tell it was all natural. It wasn't a perm. And I could tell it was long, even though it was pulled back. And she was staring at me. And she looked at me as if though I harmed her or I murdered her. Okay? And I'm going to tell you exactly what she said. And as a matter of fact, I made a post on Facebook about it because, you know, it just really stayed in my soul. I was eerie. I was trembling. You know, like trembling. I was jittery. I was trembling because I was trying to figure out, you know, how they touched my soul that way. They really touched it. Little girl said this right here. Now I'm telling you, when you see them, they still. They don't move. Their mouth don't move. Now, that's how it works for me. When I see the dead, they're still. Like a still image, like a photo or some sort. Okay? But they telepathically speak to me. And this is what she said. Why did you eat me? Oh, Lord. Why did you eat me? Or why did you eat me? Is what she asked me. So, you know, I was puzzled about it, and I was putting all kind of information on Facebook because there are a lot of practitioners out there in the virtual coven, so you need to be out there if you need the virtual coven. And everybody was trying to come up with everything under the sun. But I forgot to put that piece of information there. It was later when I went into the spirit to figure out why this child, and she said her name was Rochella. Why was this child coming to me? It's because, and this is what I am sure of because the spirit shared it with me, that meat that I ate in TGI Friday, that turkey burger, contained human ground up meat. And it was a variety of meats. The man was in it, the lady was in it, and all these other people that keep on harassing me was in that now. I'm just telling you. You know. I never will forget one time I got some chicken tenders from Save-A-Lot, and I ate them. And there was just something weird about it. And I was talking to another practitioner. I said, I keep seeing a chicken with green feathers. And everywhere I go, that chicken with the green feathers would just run in behind me. Speaking of that, I was going to show y'all something. But everywhere I went, it went. It was trying to scratch me. A chicken with green feathers. I didn't even know chickens had green feathers. And a practitioner told me, say, well, that chicken that's after you is the chicken that you see, that's green, that you ate. That's what it is. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you all, family, I ate a ground up patty that had an assortment of human flesh in it. The turkey burger at TGI Fridays. No shit. I'm not lying. I am coherent. Okay? Look at me. Oriented times 3. And I am under no influence whatsoever. But that's what happened to me. So you all need to be careful when you go out and you eat a mystery burger. Any kind of mystery burger. Anything formed in a patty. Whether it be a chicken tender or whatever. You have no control. If you eat that, you have no control as to what you're going to put in your body. You have no control over that. Okay? The people who make the mystery meat does. So you may just be eating someone. Okay? It was interesting that they were African American people. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to end this video, and I'm hoping that you come to my groups. I got Hoodoo Conjures for those who are interested in hoodoo. I have, these are just extension groups from the Facebook virtual coven. I have Third Eye Witches. I have, what's the other one? Hoodoo Conjures, Radioactive Witches. And one I just added because, you know, the police brutality is just going overboard. And I just really wanted to talk about that. Then give other people who have been affected by it, or other people who want to, you know, put their 2 cents in or whatever, who are against it, to also come in and participate. The name of that group is Witches and Supernaturalists Against Police Brutality. So come out, okay? I got a lot to talk to you all about, and I cannot wait. Guys, I found this on the beach, and it already had a hole in it. Sure did. I went to talk to Yamaya so she can cleanse me. And you all saw me on the beach. This shell was sitting there with a hole already drilled in it. So I knew that this was the lucky shell from Yamaya, my charm. Okay, I'll be back in a bit, okay? Bye-bye.